Hi everyone. So this is my very first self-help type of video that I post permanently, rather than just doing a live video that goes away in 24 hours. So welcome. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm just gonna go for it. It's not gonna be perfect, you know? So I had this idea in my heart just because it's something that I talk about often already, and it's something that's so close to me that I've learned a lot from in a very short period of time because of how detrimental it has been to my life and how I've seen these patterns come over and over again. And so this video is called Are You Overworking? Or it's going to be called something like that. And I have 4 signs that I thought of, like 4 things that I've gone through, 4 ways that you can discover for yourself, am I overworking? So let's get right on to it. Number 1, you have random meltdowns or tense interactions, or just out of nowhere you'll come home and you'll be angry at your spouse, or you'll cry out of nowhere and ask yourself, I don't know why I'm crying. Now, so basically these strong emotional reactions that you get throughout your day at random times, it seems to be out of nowhere. When I'll give you my personal background on this. So when I was in college, I overworked my butt off, like just my entire, not even college, I'm saying actually academia. Throughout my whole academic life, I always got a 4.0, overachiever, awards, all of this stuff. And especially in academia, once I started really coming into myself and knowing who I am, when I got into college, into academia, I would maybe at least every couple of weeks have a meltdown out of nowhere, just start crying, and then I would have to skip work or skip class or something like that. And it's like, mysteriously, it'd always be like, but why? I don't know why I'm crying. And I would go to my therapist, and my therapist would give me a whole entire session, and then I feel better, and then it would happen again. Now, there could be many reasons why this, like things like that happen. I mean, we're human, we're emotional. That's my whole thing, is I'm owning that I'm a sensitive, emotional person, and I feel that we need that more in this society where everyone is just kind of walking around deadpan. But anyways, besides that, I really didn't think that there was like a specific, I didn't think that I was doing anything to cause those emotional reactions. I just thought like, oh, like there's something wrong with me. There we go. We get that little program, right? There's something wrong with me because I burst out into tears every 2 months or every 3 weeks. Then there must be something wrong with me for like needing therapy all the time. Well, here's the thing. Oftentimes we think that our reactions, our emotions, mean that there's something wrong with us. But that's really not the case. And sometimes it's not that there's something wrong with you. It's just that like maybe you're not doing something in your life that's supporting you emotionally. One thing about emotions is emotions are a sign, and our emotions in themselves are signs that something is off. If you're having an emotional reaction, there's some sort of trigger there. That means that there's something that's going on in your life. Or maybe there's something in your past you haven't healed. It's a sign that something's happening that you need to pay attention to. It's not a sign that there's something wrong with you or anything like that. Now, for me in college, academia, I knew, well, after I went through all of that, I realized that these emotional reactions were a sign. They were trying to tell me something. They were trying to tell me, Monica, slow down. If you don't slow down, the universe or whatever you believe in, or if you believe in nothing, then just life in general will show you and will give you something to slow you down. So, for me, it was emotional outbursts. I know for others, it can be anger. Maybe you come home stressed every day and, you're kind of bitter at your partner, and then one day you explode on your partner. The relationship is done. That is the universe telling you, hey, I'm here to slow you down and let you know something is wrong. You're not looking at something. And that something could be, maybe you're just overworking yourself. Maybe you just need to take that time to reevaluate where your life is going. So yeah, whew, it can be crazy. Let's see if there's anything else about that one. Yeah, basically that's the first sign, and the main thing about this one is you just can't trace where it came from. That's probably the main thing that I would say. And now, another sign that you're overworking yourself is you may even have a little bit of awareness that you're overworking, but even though sometimes you want to, you feel like you can't. So there's a lack of control. You feel out of control. I'll give you, again, my own personal example. Like I said, I got 4.0s my whole life. And I can literally count from, and this isn't to show off at all. In fact, this is extremely dysfunctional, by the way. This is not functional. Like, I can count the amount of B's I got. Like, in 3rd grade, I got 4 B's. And that was, like, the worst thing ever. And I felt like shit about myself. That is not functional. Anyways, okay, that is not something to be proud of. I don't wear that. Nope. Self-love, though. Anyways. You feel like you can't stop. When I had this realization in college, when I started to realize, hey, this is dysfunctional. There's something wrong. Like not with me, but there's something I need to do. I need to slow down a bit. It's not that important to get a 4.0. It's not that important to get the whatever, magna cum laude or whatever those things are called. And it's not that important to be at the top of my class. And even though I started to have that awareness, I could not stop. Like, I would be home doing my essays, and I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna try as hard with this essay. Like, I'm just gonna like do my best, and then not make it such a big deal, not try to overdo it. And then I would still overdo it, and still go down the rabbit hole and spend like hours on that one thing. I was auditioning for an internship where I had to like record myself playing songs, right? And I spent hours and hours and hours. It was just 3 songs that I needed to record, and I spent hours and hours playing these 3 songs, and every recording didn't come out perfect enough. And even though I knew, like, okay, Monica, there's a stopping point. You don't have to do this. I would still go on. So there was a lack of control there. Like, I had to have people, like, in the external, I had to have people tell me, Monica, this is good enough. Just send it. Just do it. Just submit the paper, send this, right? So that's another sign. Sign number 3. Looking at my cheat sheet. You think about yourself in terms of what you do, and you have a lot of pride in that. So this can sound at first like, oh, that's, but yeah, I'm proud of the fact that I, save kittens from their trees, or whatever. But here's the thing. Is it the only thing or the main thing that you pride yourself on? So for me, my whole life, it was, so Monica, what do you do? Or like, who are you? Tell me about you. Well, I am a student, and I am a student. I am in college. Yeah. I sing. Yeah, yeah. A lot. I'm at an internship. I just got this internship. Yeah. Um, what were my hobbies? What were the things that I actually that fulfilled my soul? School, getting A's, my internship. Now look, when you do soul fulfilling work, when you do work that feels good to you, like right now I'm doing this video, this is fulfilling my soul. This is life for me, right? Um it can be really easy to fall into this trap though of being like, well, this is who I am. And because the line between who you are as a person and the things that you do starts to become very blurry. And in the end, because you don't have your own sense of who you are, then you end up overworking. And doing so much that you stop being who you are. And that's a whole other video about being. I'll probably do that one later. But here's sign number 4, and this one's gonna kind of give some clarity to sign number 3. Sign number 4 is you have a hard time having a day off without feeling guilty, without feeling weird, without feeling off. Now this one is super relatable. I already know there's so many people that are going to relate to this. We live in this Western society. This is just how it is, right? But the reason why this is such a huge sign of overwork is when you do something regularly in almost an addictive pattern, when you stop that, and we all know this, you know, we don't all know this, but you know, when it comes to alcohol addiction, any sort of addiction, when you stop it, you have those withdrawal symptoms. You feel empty, like you've been doing this your entire life, and then all of a sudden this stops. That's a sign, and you feel distressed about it. That's a sign that you're overworking. My entire childhood, I was so identified, and this goes back to point number 3. I was so identified with this role of I am a student, I am a student, I am a student, that when the summer came around, it was like, what the heck? Like, I hated summers. I did not like the summer. I would spend those months waiting for the start of school in August. And that's pretty, like, I feel really sad saying this. Like, that's actually really sad. Like, ugh, I hate that. But that was just the truth. That's just how it was for me, right? It was like I was counting down the days until, I don't have a watch. I don't know why I'm doing this. I was counting down the days until school would end, right? I mean, until school would start. That is a sign that I was overworking from the beginning. This is like back to elementary school. Like, this is deep, you know, for me at least. Maybe it is for you too. But yeah, it's like on the days, on the summers where I had work to do or where I was taking a summer class, that's when I was like, okay, like everything's good, everything's all right. Another thing too is weekends. What would I do on weekends? Fill them up. After school, rehearsals, working more, doing all of my homework, joining this club, volunteering here. And it wasn't because, I mean, I did enjoy it, but I also didn't feel like I could. There's this feeling of I cannot not have this. That's what makes it dysfunctional and unhealthy, is when you really cannot, or you can't even imagine yourself not working. There were days, if I ever was sick or had a day off, I would feel like a little bit of like depression would come in on days off, um, especially in college. Um, I would just feel like, wow, I have nothing to do. Like, who am I? What's my purpose? I just need school to come tomorrow. I just don't know what I'm doing with myself. And I feel guilty. Like maybe I should be doing something. Maybe there's something else I should be doing. Um, so yeah, college does that to you. um, yeah, those are my 4 signs. And this could apply to whether you are a student, whether you are an employee, whether you have your own business, whether you well no those are the 3 things. What else? What else is there? I don't know, but those are some signs, and I think that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments. Give a like, give a thumbs up on this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel, or if I post this on Instagram, subscribe to my Instagram. I don't know, that's not even a thing. Yeah. Namaste, namaste, namaste to you.